What up, Bars Nation? This is Kimron Corey, and your host, and I'm bringing you another episode of the Dropping Bars podcast. And I have a question. And Bars Nation, my question is, why do we power trip? Why does some of us feel the need to try to show up or showcase our so-called power and influence over others? You might be in a position where you have whether real or perceived power and influence over somebody, and we always feel like we have to let them know or we have to show them the whole let's show them who's in charge. Is it because we feel like we are not secure in who we are? We are not secure in ourselves. We're not secure in our position. Is it because we feel like this person might be a threat to us? Is it because the people with real power and real influence, they might favor, or you might think that they will favor that other person more than you? Is it because maybe that person is showing you up because you're not doing what you're supposed to do? Why do we power trip? Because I've been observing lately that for some weird reason that I just can't understand, that people sometimes feel like they have to show up somebody, or they have to make somebody know or make somebody see that they're the ones in charge. And if, for instance, you're working with somebody, or maybe you're working for somebody, or somebody is your manager, your supervisor, and you have some ideas or you're sharing ideas with them that you think could take, whether it's an organization, whether it's a business, a non-profit, whatever it is, that could a group that could take it further, that could take it to the next level. And you present them with your ideas, you present them with maybe your plans, maybe a strategic approach, and somehow people see that as an affront to their authority. Like, how dare you bring this to me? I am the one in charge. I should be the one coming to you with this and telling you this is what we are going to do. It's mind-boggling, because as somebody who have managed different teams in different organizations over the years, I am always happy when my team members, anybody who's working for me, is doing really well. I am always happy when they're doing well. I am happy when they can come to me with different ideas, different maybe approaches that we can take to different things. Because when they win, or if they bring me great ideas that we can execute together and we can have success with that, then we all win. They make me look good. So I'm not going to feel threatened by my team or threatened by anybody else who is supposed to be working with me, working alongside me. I am not going to feel threatened by them if they are excelling, and in the process, me as maybe the person who is in charge, or maybe I am the person who is maybe a team lead or a manager or whatever it is, I am not going to feel bad. I am not going to feel threatened, because when they shine, when they rise, they lift me with them, and I look good in the process. I have seen situations, and I have experienced situations where I see persons start competing with me for whatever reason, because I am not competing with them. As a matter of fact, I don't believe that in this life that I have to compete with anybody for anything. I truly believe that what is destined for me will be mine, and there is nothing that nobody can do to take that away. Whatever blessing the Almighty has in store for me is mine. You cannot take my blessings from the Almighty away. Like the saying goes, is that man that's sharing bread? So I've been in situations where I've seen and I've detected behaviors from persons who is supposed to be working with me on whether they're superiors, whether they're colleagues, that we're supposed to be working on something together. And for some weird reason, you start seeing like a competitive type of environment being developed where you would say certain things or you might make certain suggestions, and then their response to what you say or their response to your suggestion, it's almost combative, as if you guys are at loggerheads and you're in some kind of war or some kind of beef. And it's like, what exactly are we doing? Like, this does not make any sense. We can all rise together. There is enough room at the top for everybody. There is a song, I think it's Lucky Doobie, that says, be good to the people on your way up the ladder because you will need them on your way down. Today for you, tomorrow for me. You might be on top today, and that's great. Kudos to you. Hopefully, you remain on top and you're still winning for a very long time. But the moment that you stop winning, or the moment that you start going down the ladder, the people that you passed on the way up, you will need them to help you. So when you start power tripping and you start trying to exalt yourself and you want to make other people feel like they're less than, that don't augur well for you in the future. Because again, today it might be okay. But tomorrow, it might just be different. So this whole idea of, people, we competing with each other, or we are trying to exalt ourselves above each other, or we want to act as if, we have a little power, so we're going to hold that power over somebody's head. It's unnecessary. And in many cases, we don't even have real power. We don't have real power. There is a quote, one of my favorite quotes, and it says, and if you watch TV, you watch shows, I want to see who watch shows that can point out who was the individual in which show to say this quote. I'm not going to tell you who. It's one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite series. And he said that proximity to power deludes some people into thinking that they wield it. Proximity to power deludes some people into thinking that they wield it. So because you are close to somebody with real and actual power, somehow you think that you have that same power as well. And as a result, you start treating people like shit. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. There is a basic level of respect that we need to have for each other, that we need to have for everybody, whether that person is a colleague, whether that person is a superior, whether that person is somebody in your care, whether that person is one of your employees, whether that person is somebody in the community, whether that person is somebody that has a job that does not pay as much as yours, whether that person went to university or they only finished primary school or they did not go to school, period. It doesn't matter. There is a basic level of respect that we need to have for each other. And that respect we need to show each other. We all have different life circumstances, different life situations. There are things, there are ways, there are moments that I've experienced in my life that somebody else may not experience. And there are things that people would have gone through in their life that me and maybe you would never go through those situations. So let's really like look deep within ourselves and ask ourselves, are we truly better than this person that we want to treat them this way? Are we truly in a superior position to that other person that we want to power trip and treat them like shit? Ask yourself that question. Because the truth is, like I said, today for you, tomorrow for me. Treat people well. Stop power tripping. It's unnecessary. And the truth is, some people, they don't even care about you in that way. They don't even care for you. They're living their life, they're taking care of their family, and they're just holding shit down. They're not thinking about you. They don't care for you like that. But then you're trying to power trip and hold something over them and make them see that you're in charge. We know you're in charge. If you're my boss, I know that you are my boss. You don't have to try to show me that you're my boss. As a matter of fact, if you feel the need to keep making everybody know, hey, I'm in charge, I'm in charge, I'm in charge, then trust me, it's possible that you, deep within yourself, you don't feel like you're in charge. And that's the reason why you feel the need to constantly say, hey, I'm in charge. Because deep down, you don't feel like you have what it takes. You might be insecure within yourself, which is the reason why you are exhibiting this behavior. So it's up to you now to do some introspection and really ask yourself, why is it am I behaving this way? Because in many cases, we don't care about you. We care about ourselves. We care about our situations. We are dealing with shit that you will never understand. Because you may not be in that situation. You may not be in my situation to understand what it is that I'm dealing with or what I'm going through. I don't care about you. So when you start power tripping and wanting to show off and wanting to exalt yourself and these things, it's unnecessary because I don't care about it. I am not in a competition with anybody in this life. And nobody should be in competition with me. We are running our own race. We are all running our own race. So I just wanted to come on and you notice today I don't have my co-host with me because I really wanted to just come on and just share this because I've noticed this and it's becoming more and more prevalent like as the days, weeks and months goes by. And it's totally unnecessary. So this is my drop-in bars rant for today. This is my drop-in bars rant for today. I'm done. Let's just go there and live our life to the fullest. Let's go there and live our life to the fullest. And that's it for this episode of the Drop-In Bars podcast. That was my Drop-In Bars rant. I will see you in the next episode when my co-host and I will actually come with a topic that we want to discuss. See ya, Bars Nation. Have a good one.